And first is David Kunkel. When I came back to Dallas after my time in graduate school, this city was undeniably safer than it had been when I left, growing up in high school in the early 1990s. But it was not nearly enough. Our police department's morale was low. Crime was rising, and our city had earned a terrible reputation as, quote, the most dangerous major city in the United States. That designation wasn't just from someone who was popping off on the internet. That designation came from the FBI. That's the kind of pejorative that can sink a city. A term that can cause residents and businesses and investments to flee for the suburbs and never look back. But that didn't happen in Dallas. And it didn't happen for a lot of reasons. But if you can point to a single person, to a single leader who helped ensure that that didn't happen, it was someone that ironically we plucked from a suburb. And that person was David Kunkel. David Kunkel changed our city's direction and its attitude when it came to public safety. In 2004, he returned to Dallas, the city where he started his career in law enforcement, and became our police chief. Over the next 6 years, he led with his thoughtful and straightforward approach. He brought our police department into the 21st century with the use of technology and the banning of dangerous tactics and practices before that became the norm in other cities around the country. And he left Dallas significantly safer than when he found it. It's no exaggeration to say that his leadership helped save lives. By the time Chief Kunkel called it quits in 2010, Dallas had 100 fewer murder victims than the year when he started. Our neighborhoods were stronger, our police department was more community-oriented, and our city had a renewed sense of vigor that has helped us prosper in the years since. Chief Kunkel, I want to say thank you for your service to Dallas. Thank you for caring about our community and for your work to change the narrative about this city. And thank you for setting a new standard for police leadership here in Dallas and frankly, across this entire country. It is my honor and privilege to present you with the Mayor's Distinguished Service Award. It's pretty heavy.
Yes, they are.
Thank you so much. Next, we have someone whose name is synonymous with impactful philanthropy in our city, Lyda Hill. Like yours truly, Lyda Hill is a native of this city. And while her education took her away from home for a bit, she came back and she's been making a difference ever since. If you spend even a little time in Dallas, you're bound to see something that bears her fingerprints. The Perot Museum of Nature and Science, Pegasus Park, the Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge that was named for her mother, and the UT Southwestern Medical Center and its Center for Brain Health, just to name a few. Now, Dallas would still exist without Lyda Hill, but it would not be the same city that it is today. For decades, through her for-profit and not-for-profit entities, Lyda Hill has made Dallas better. Lyda Hill has demonstrated again and again that she cares about education, she cares about science, she cares about health, she cares about parks and nature, She cares about improving the lives of people in our communities, and she cares about Dallas. She has spent years making things happen through empowering Dallas nonprofits and volunteers and putting philanthropic dollars to work. And I know that she is far from finished. There's still more to do, more to improve upon, and more lives to touch. I'm thrilled that we've had the chance to team up on some initiatives during my time as mayor, and I'm excited to continue working with you in the years ahead, Lina. This city has benefited tremendously from your vision, and I'm honored to present you with this award. The next to be honored today is a woman who has not only improved people's lives in the city of Dallas, but has made an impact on the state of Texas, on the United States of America, and on the world. Kay Bailey Hutchison is a woman of many professional titles and lives. She was a journalist, a lawyer, a member of the Texas House of Representatives, Vice Chair of the National Transportation Safety Board, a banking executive, the Texas State Treasurer, a United States Senator, and the United States Permanent Representative to NATO. Kay Bailey Hutchison broke glass ceilings and got things done for Texas. In a day and age when sound bites are increasingly more than substance, her career stands out. She was a person of substance, not of sound bites. She was a serious legislator and a serious policymaker who put her nation's interests above her own. Over the past 2 years, she's continued to give back to the city of Dallas. She's given her time and her advice to me as part of the Mayor's International Advisory Council. That work has yielded a partnership that led most recently to the opening of the trade office of France last week in the International District in Councilwoman Schultz's district. And in recent months, she helped us win support for Proposition A, which will help us revitalize Fair Park and remake part of downtown Dallas. We can be proud that our city's convention center bears her name, and that it will continue to do so in the years ahead. It sends a signal to our visitors from all around the world about who we are. We're a city that is strong, that's smart, that's aspirational, that's serious, and is an important player in this changing world. Kay Bailey Hutchison has honorably served our city, and I thank her for her counsel, her friendship, and her love of Dallas. And now it is my honor to present her with this award. Like our last honoree, I met Eddie Bernice Johnson when I was in high school. Back then, she was the brand new United States Congresswoman from Dallas. She was a trailblazer, the first registered nurse to be elected to the United States Congress. But she also went to Washington as an experienced legislator after serving 2 decades in the Texas legislature. During her time in the United States House of Representatives, she became known for her extraordinary skill and for her statesmanship. She authored and co-authored more than 177 bills that became law. And she worked with both Republicans and Democrats to get the job done for Dallas and for North Texas. Today, as she leaves office, she leaves an enduring legacy. She was, without a doubt, the single most effective legislator Dallas has ever had. Nobody brought more federal infrastructure money home to this city. Nobody fought harder for our communities and our residents' interests and their safety. Nobody knew how to navigate Washington better for the people of Dallas. And as much as the world has changed, you don't get to be a congresswoman for a major city like Dallas for 30 years without being both effective and dedicated. I know she's heard me say before that I'm extremely sorry to see her leave Congress, but I'm excited that she'll be able to spend more time right here in Dallas and that she can enjoy the city that she's helped make such an indelible impact on for decades. So Congresswoman, thank you so much for your service, and it is my honor to present you with this award. Our final honoree today has spent his life telling other people's stories. He dedicated his life to it, to a museum where African American history lives in our city. But today, I want to tell a bit of his story. Dr. Harry Robinson Jr. was born in New Orleans, but he's become a part of the fabric of Dallas. His story is one of persistence, dedication, and commitment to a cause that was always about our history and our city, and never about him. He's been involved in civic endeavors in Dallas for decades, but his greatest Dallas effort began in 1974. When he founded the Southwest Research Center and Museum of African American Life and Culture on the campus of Bishop College. Today, that's known as the African American Museum, and it's located in District 7 at Fair Park. And currently, that museum holds over 60 archival collections and over 200 historically relevant artifacts. It was a long journey to get there, but Harry Robinson was relentless. After years of trying to move the museum forward, he helped win support for a bond issuance in 1985 to upgrade Fair Park, giving $1.2 million to support the construction of a new museum in the crown jewel of South Dallas. The museum broke ground 4 years later, and it finally opened in 1993, and has been a critical institution in our city ever since. Because of Harry Robinson, we've been able to tell a fuller history of our city and of its people. We've been able to document the struggles and the successes as we've worked to make our city better for all of its communities. Harry Robinson, you're incomparable. Generations of Dallas residents have benefited from your leadership, and that is why I am proud and honored to present you with this award. Thank you, Dr. Robinson.